Start recording. Okay, now I'm going to talk about arrays in this section. Arrays. Arrays in JavaScript. In JavaScript. Okay. Arrays in JavaScript. What are arrays in JavaScript? Arrays are a data. Are these data structures or data types? These these are the data structures in JavaScript. Okay. Arrays are the collection. These are basically the collection of any data types, either string, okay, even arrays, either number, objects, okay. These are the collection. These are the data structures in JavaScript. Basically, they are used to collection collections of okay collections of any data type, any data types. Any data types can be strings, okay, can be strings, can be arrays, can be number, anything, can be number, can be objects, okay, anything. The arrays basically are used to store multiple values in a variable single variable. These are arrays, okay, these are arrays. For example, const const um, for example array, right? For example fruits equals to arrays are basically they are basically mm, put on, right? They are basically created using square brackets, and inside the square brackets it holds all kind of data types. For example, number, right? For example, fruits, apple, right? Sorry, for example, string, apple, right? For example, banana. It can hold number as well, right? It can hold number as well, but it's good if we write one kind of data types inside array. For example, orange, right? Suppose we have three fruits inside this array, and in array the counting starts from zero. I mean the indexing starts from zero. For example, this apple, the counting or the position, the indexing of apple starts from zero, right? And for banana will be one, and similarly for orange it will be two, okay, it will be two. So the position, the index of okay, the index of apple is zero, or the first index of the first index of array fruits, the first index, the item in first index in array fruits is apple, we say that. And if you have to get the last index, what we do is, if you have to get the last index, then we have to do n minus 1, okay, n minus 1. This is how we this is how the indexing works in arrays, okay. These are ordered. These arrays are ordered, meaning the elements in them will always appear in same order, will appear in same order, okay, will appear in same order. We can get the length console.log fruits dot, we can do a lot of a lot of operations, a lot of the arrays provides us a lot of methods. We can perform of a lot of operations in array. For example, pulse, map, for each join, and filter. There are a lot of more uh, array methods built in. There are built-in array methods, but we are going to get the length. This proofs. Okay. For example, if I do node learning array.js, then you give me 3. The length of the fruits is 3, meaning there are 3 items inside fruits array. If I do fruits only, what I will get? If I do fruits only, I'll get the fruits. Okay, I'll get the fruits. If I have to get the first item, then I'll do this. Right? I'll get apple. You have to get, see, I told you about indexing. The first item or the index, the position of apple is 0. Okay, if I do 1, then I'll do there, I'll get what? Banana. I'll get banana. Okay, this is how this is how we can get, we can access the element inside an array. We can do a lot of operations. Okay, for example, we can add item inside an array, we can delete as item inside an array. For example, if you have to add item inside an array in the end of an array, then we do mango, right? Mango, sorry, mango, right? Now if I do console.logs fruits, then what I'll get 4 items. But what if I do dot length? What should I get? Should I get 4 or 3? Let's see. I should get 4 because there are 4 items. Okay, inside an array. We can do a lot of more. We can even remove this item from an array. We can add one more item, right? We can remove this item from an array. We can do a lot of methods that are built-in methods. Okay. Now what we are going to learn, this is all about an array.